So the reason why the world is going so chaotic right now is because everybody got used to being a chameleon. And I even want to say this. When I say everyone, I mean everyone. Unless you was already aligned and you had you a business and you really thriving in your business and you really helping your fellow people, okay? But if you were a 9 to 5 worker or you were just out of tune with who you are, I've been felt that life was disintegrating. I felt that what year was that? I want to say like 4 years ago, 4 years ago or 2 years ago. I don't know, but I just felt like life was disintegrating. What I think is actually happening now, I am a spiritual person, meaning I have discernment. Like I have the gift of discernment. I know when somebody acting funny. I know when somebody is trying to chameleonize themselves. I can tell when somebody acting two-faced and stuff like that. Okay. Like, the reason why life feels so topsy-turvy and people feel emotionally disrupted, it's because you are supposed to be aligning back to who you were, not what society told you you're supposed to be. Okay. So you don't want to chameleonize yourself for a long time. Because when you chameleonize yourself for a long time, that's how you start having um all of these different emotional issues. Um People have to go on antidepressant pills and um like feel like a lot of mental is going on, right? Okay. It's because you have tried to adapt, but you're adapting against yourself versus in the benefits of you. Everyone thinks that like, oh, I'm gonna get a job so I can quote have money so I can get a car, do this, do that, whatever the basics. So they have the basic necessities. But the reason why these jobs are going away, yeah, y'all can say the economy is trash, but in the spiritual, I feel it's God calling everyone to go back to their original design. If society, right, if we're breaking down and taking away all of these jobs, right? If we're breaking down and taking away all of these jobs and people are getting laid off and they're spiritually in tune, it's starting to feel like the workplace don't work for me anyway. So I'm gonna start working towards things that I genuinely like. And that's what I help people do as a digital design coach for YouTube and e-commerce. You're going to take what you actually like, what you're actually talented at, the skills that you used and utilized at these jobs, and you're going to create a message, okay? You're going to create a message for the person who needs that solution, okay? So you are the solution oriented person, and you need to craft a message based on your audience's patterns and their loops and the things that they, you know, have the most issues with or they have the most agitation from. Okay. So that's how you have to craft your message. You got to craft your message towards those people and thus bring it to YouTube. And then craft digital products, right? Your videos, your ebooks, your checklists, and put them on the back end of an e-commerce website, right? And so thus you are producing income for yourself so that you are no longer relying on the old system of the 9 to 5. So that's what I help people do. And I just was sitting here in my car and I was thinking, on the way here, and I'm like, the reason why people feel so off is an off kilter and off center. People think it's the money. That's not why you feel off center and off kilter. You have been chameleonizing yourself to adapt to systems that really don't work for you. That's what it is. But because that was what society shown you was a 9 to 5, have kids, do this, do that. And then when you're somebody who is outside of that scope, people look at you funny because you're not following their scope. You're not following their programs. Okay, for an example, when I went to school, I only went to school for an associate's degree. I said I said I don't want to get a bachelor's degree. And I remember it was this man I didn't know. It's always somebody you don't know that's trying to speak ish into your life. That's not, oh, you need to get a bachelor's degree. Okay, everybody got a bachelor's degree and they can't do shit with it. Oh, okay, they went to school for nursing, and then now you're hearing that the nursing degree ain't valuable no more, or ain't as valuable anymore. Or at least that's the word around town. So I just felt like, you know, those people who believe in like trade schools. Like I'm one of them type. I believe in trade school. I believe in getting a certification. I believe in niching down, like having a specificity on what you do. Like you know how there's tax preparers. They're independent, but they prepare people's taxes. Okay, and they can build their own schedule, and they're the most busiest around tax season. Okay, boom. But everybody want to do their taxes whenever, however, right? Especially for like business taxes. Boom. They know that's a need, and people need their taxes done. Okay, boom. So if you good with numbers and you know how to do that shit, okay, boom. So then what's another need? Let's say you know how to build decks, and in the summertime, It's people that's, I want a new porch, or I want a new deck, or I need like a new shed, or I need a new storage space, or something wrong with my garage. Okay, well you can niche down to like sheds, garages, and decks. Boom. You got you some good money off of that. You see what I'm saying? So find what you good at, what you actually willing to learn, what you actually willing to do. Go find a certification for that. Then take what you learn from that certification. You can start building digital products, right? And then I have my e-commerce builder workshop. It's a less than 14-minute video of how to put your digital products, how to set them up on the back end, how to write out a product listing so that it entices people to want to purchase your item, and then that item gets sent to them through their email, and then boom, you, in exchange for it, you got income. So that's what I teach people to do, is the e-commerce side. Now with the YouTube side is the messaging, and know what type of content you want to post on your YouTube so that you have a dedicated audience who loves to hear from you, and you just relate to them so well because you know the challenges and the upsets and the frustrations that they go through. And so that you always create content that's around that, or it's around something that they're trying to find the answers to. It's like a discovery, and your channel could just be like the discovery channel for all the answers that they're looking for. And so thus you leave your information in the description box, and then thus it'll lead to monetization. You don't have to be fully monetized on YouTube. So that's what I teach people how to do. And then I'm in the background, getting a certificate so I can venture off and do this other thing that's in the back. So yeah, you got to do shit for you. I'm telling you. In this life, like somebody had this video on YouTube last night, and they was like, nobody teaches you how to navigate adulthood. They don't. A lot of this shit is like, you got to choose for you. You don't be listening to these other people, because a lot of people, they want to see you struggle. They do. They love suffering. But yeah, if you need clarity, confidence in your messaging online, definitely work with me. I am So Tree Accessory.